Did you hear about the time when the football decided to take a vacation mid-game? Well, not really, but recent football events have been just as intriguing. Let's take a little detour to the land of the unexpected and the downright hilarious. Imagine the scene where a star player decides to swap his football boots mid-game for a pair of ballet slippers. That's the kind of unpredictability we're talking about. Or what about the time when a goalkeeper decided to take a little snack break, munching on a sandwich while the game was in full swing? You've got to admire the man's multitasking skills. But it's not just the players who are full of surprises. The fans, the lifeblood of any football match, have had their fair share of peculiar moments too. Picture a sea of spectators, all dressed up as their favorite football mascots, creating a rainbow of colors in the stands. It's a sight that would give any referee a run for his money. And then there's the fan who decided to bring his pet parrot to the game, who, as it turned out, was a bigger football enthusiast than its owner. And that, my friends, is why football never fails to keep us on our toes. Imagine having Christmas every other year. That's what FIFA President Gianni Infantino seems to want with the World Cup. Picture this, instead of the usual 4-year wait, we might just be in for a World Cup every 2 years. But hold your horses, not everyone is thrilled about this prospect. Members of the International Olympic Committee, or IOC, have expressed their frustration over these plans. They believe that a biennial World Cup would significantly overshadow other sports and dampen the commercial appeal of the Olympics. Picture the World Cup clashing with the Olympics. It's like having 2 Christmases at the same time. But why propose such a change? Infantino argues that a biennial World Cup would generate more revenue for FIFA. More World Cups, more money, right? Well, not everyone agrees. International sports federations, including the IOC, are opposing the idea. They argue it would create a rift between women's and men's sports, and could potentially overshadow other competitions. UEFA and CONMEBOL, 2 of the most powerful football bodies, have also strongly opposed the proposal. It seems that this debate has turned into a tug-of-war between those who want more of the beautiful game and those who want to preserve the current order. So, whether you're cheering for a biennial World Cup or not, it's clear this debate is far from over. But one thing is for sure, the world of football is never short of drama, both on and off the pitch. Ever wonder how much it costs to change a light bulb in a football stadium? Probably not as much as changing a coach at the University of Texas. Let's talk about the recent coaching changes at the University of Texas. It's not exactly a secret that college football is big business, but the figures involved in these coaching changes are enough to make your head spin. The University of Texas paid over $15 million to part ways with their former head coach, Tom Herman. Yes, that's right, $15 million just to say goodbye. But hold on to your hats, folks, because that's not the end of it. The new hire, Steve Sarkisian, is set to receive a compensation package worth over $34 million. That's more than the GDP of some small countries. These astronomical figures highlight the high compensation and the so-called talent arms race in college football. Universities are willing to shell out big bucks to secure top-notch coaches, in the hopes that their investment will pay off in the form of championship titles, ticket sales, and lucrative TV deals. It's a high-stakes game, and the pressure on these coaches to perform is immense. They're not just coaching a team, they're managing a multi-million-dollar business. So next time you see a coach pacing the sidelines, remember, they might just be the most expensive person on the field. Well folks, that's the whistle for full time on this episode. We've had a kickabout through some of the most intriguing football events recently. We tackled the heated debate about the proposed biennial World Cup, a change that could make waves throughout the sport, and not everyone's on board with it. FIFA's president may be seeing dollar signs, but the IOC and other federations are crying foul, concerned about the impact on other sports and the potential rift it could create between men's and women's games. Then we move the ball into the college field, where the price tags are as hefty as the tackles. The University of Texas showed us that in the high-stakes game of college football, having the top talent on your team can cost a pretty penny. Over $15 million to say goodbye to the old coach, and more than $34 million to welcome the new one. It's a financial arms race where the goalposts keep moving. Remember, whether it's every 4 years or 2, whether it's college or pro, football always gives us something to talk about. Until next time, stay tuned for more from the wild world of sports.